Intro, Hook. What if I told you that Sonic the Hedgehog almost had a sister, not in a cartoon, not in a comic, not in a fan universe, but in the main game series, long before Amy Rose, before Blaze, before Rouge the Bat, Sega almost introduced a female hedgehog sibling to Sonic, and then quietly deleted her from history. This is the story of Sister Sonic, the character Sega never wanted you to remember, Part 1, The Forgotten Game. Back in the early 1990s, Sega was experimenting. Sonic was popular, extremely popular, and Sega wanted to see how far they could push the brand. One of those experiments was a mysterious project fans now call Sister Sonic. This wasn't a platformer, it was an action RPG, heavily inspired by and nearly identical to the cult classic game Popful Mail. Instead of Popful Mail's original protagonist, Sega planned to replace her with Sonic's sister, yes, a female hedgehog, directly related to Sonic, as the main playable character, Part 2, who was Sister Sonic. This wasn't just Girl Sonic. Sister Sonic was imagined as slightly older than Sonic, more flirtatious and sarcastic, a bounty hunter adventurer, less heroic, more street smart and rebellious. She wasn't chasing Eggman, she was chasing money, trouble, and danger. In many ways, she was closer to what Rouge the Bat would later become, but with Sonic's speed and attitude. This would have been the first female-led Sonic game, and the first time Sonic had canonical family in the games, Part 3, Why Sega Killed the Project. So why did Sega cancel it? Two major reasons. First, Popful Mail fans hated the idea. They didn't want their favorite character replaced with a Sonic reskin. Second, Sega panicked. Giving Sonic a sister meant explaining Sonic's family, locking in lore, changing the franchise forever. So Sega did the safer thing. They scrapped Sister Sonic entirely, and simply re-released Popful Mail. No announcement, no explanation, no character reveal. She was erased, Part 4, Sonic was originally supposed to have sisters. Here's where it gets even crazier. Early internal documents, often called the Sonic Bible, describe Sonic living with his mother, 5 sisters, yes, 5. This was early lore before Sega simplified Sonic into cool loner with no attachments. Sister Sonic wasn't random. She was part of a larger abandoned idea, Part 5, the pattern continues. Even after Sister Sonic was cancelled, Sega kept revisiting the idea, Super Sonic Sisters. 1993, a cancelled cartoon, Monica and Isabelle, Sonic's twin cousins, Sonia the Hedgehog. Sonic Underground. Sonia wasn't canon to the games, but she was proof that the idea never died. Sega just didn't want it in the main timeline, Part 6, What if Sister Sonic had existed? If Sister Sonic had survived, Sonic would have had canon family. A female Sonic game would have existed decades earlier. Amy Rose might never have filled the Girl Sonic role. Characters like Blaze and Rouge might have evolved differently. The entire franchise would have changed, and modern fans wouldn't still be asking, why doesn't Sonic have a sister, Outro, Legacy. Sister Sonic wasn't a fan idea, she wasn't a rumor, she was real, and Sega chose to bury her, but traces of her still exist, in cancelled games, scrapped lore,